Hello, it's Robert Miner with Dynamic Traders Group with today's DT Daily 3-minute update and trade strategy, where we take a look at a market that's either at or very near a specific trade setup. And whether you trade the market we talk about in these updates is you still want to take a listen and a look at these updates, because what you learn you can apply to any market and any time frame. Okay, let's get started. Today we're going to take a look at the XAU and the GDX, that is mining stock indexes, which of course will relate to individual mining stocks as well. So the first thing we want to do, always want to do, is look at the position of the index, and if the index is in a high probability position to either make a reversal or trend continuation, then we can ratchet down to the individual mining stocks and see which ones are exceptionally strong or exceptionally weak that would be appropriate to take advantage of that trend. Well, here's the XAU weekly. And the reason we're taking a look at this today is we're probably within days of making a pretty significant low, at least a weekly low and potentially a monthly low. Here's the weekly XAU. The weekly momentums are in the third week of being what we call dual look back oversold. Usually a reversal is made by the fourth bar regardless of the time frame we're looking at. So we should be within a week, that is by the end of next week, we should make and complete a weekly low. The reason it's of particular interest right now is it's probably going to be a corrective low, an A, B, C correction, or a wave 2 or B. That's against what I've got labeled here as a probable 5-wave impulse trend. So that's real significant. What follows a correction? Resumption of the prior trend to a new extreme. That would mean to above the February high. So that's why we want to pay attention to these markets right now. So the weekly momentums dual look back oversold. I've just got a couple of the key weekly time factors here. The 50% retracement in time is next week, and that should be the maximum before we complete a weekly low. We're at the 62% retracement, and the 162% alternate price projection of what I got labeled a wave A, that's usually the maximum for a wave B. So boy, what a setup here. Here we are in the daily data right up to date through today, May 9th, when I'm recording this. And this is one potential wave count that we've got here, and that is the wave C is a 1, 2, 3, 4. And if that's the case, the maximum downside before we complete that weekly low should be around 66.51. We just made an 8 daily momentum bear reversal today. That usually means that we'll be sideways to down for 2 or 3 days, maybe 4 probably at the most. That means that the next daily momentum bull reversal should complete not only this 5-wave decline from the March high, but potentially the whole corrective decline from the February high. That's really significant. So the next daily momentum bull reversal will put the daily and weekly momentums in sync for a bull trend. What a great setup that's coming up here, probably in the next few days, probably by the middle of next week. GDX in substantially the same position. Weekly momentums, dual look back oversold. They're likely to make a bull reversal this week. The weeklies are. GDX also, the daily momentums are bullish, but they reached overbought, so are just about overbought. More than likely, they're about to make a daily high, just like the XAU, be sideways to down for 3 to 5 days, although the GDX is less likely to make a new low. But just like with the XAU, the next daily momentum bull reversal is a fantastic opportunity with very low capital exposure to participate on the long side for the GDX or the XAU and some of their relatively strong component stocks. That's it for today. If you're interested in keeping up on these signals daily, check out our DT reports. Take care.